to the Township of Howell's Planning Board meeting for Thursday, January 15th, 2026. Opening statement, please.
I hereby declare this meeting of the Howell Township Planning Board to be open, adequate notice having been given pursuant to the New Jersey Open Public Meeting Act in the following manner. First, on January 8th, 2026, a copy of said notice was emailed to the Asbury Park Press and the Star Ledger. Second, on January 8th, 2026, a copy of said notice was hand-delivered to the clerk of the Township of Howell. Third, on January 8th, 2026, said notice was posted in the office of the Planning Board and on the bulletin board in the Howell Township Municipal Building, 4567 Route 9, Howell Township, New Jersey. In accordance with the Fire Prevention Code and for your safety, please be advised that this facility is designed with 2 emergency exits at the front and rear of the meeting room. Furthermore, smoking is not permitted in the municipal building. Please take note that this meeting is being videotaped for possible future broadcast on Howell Township TV 77. Thank you.
Thank you. We do have to have an oath of office for Ms. Carr. So if you would, please stand. Bless you, Brian.
Ready? I'm going to read it to you.
Okay.
Raise your right hand. Look at me. Wait, that's fine. I state your name.
I, Indradeep Kaur,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly
that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly
perform all duties of the office of Howell Township Planning Board member
perform all the duties of the office of Planning Board to the best of my ability,
and that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and I will support the Constitution of the United
and
States
the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and I will bear the true faith and allegiance to the same
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the government established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome.
Welcome aboard. Roll call, please.
Mr. Beto is absent. Mr. Friedman?
Here.
Mr. Gimbel?
Here.
Mr. Greenfield?
Here.
Mr. Carbonic?
Sorry, here.
Okay. Mr. McNicholas is absent. Mr. Mercer?
Here.
Councilman Rubel?
Here.
Mr. Wetko?
Here.
Ms. Kaur?
Here.
Chairman Huzzer?
Here.
You have a quorum.
Thank you. Would everybody please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, and afterwards a moment of silence for our troops, fallen troops that have served both here and abroad.
One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thank you. Okay, we have an approval of minutes from the regular meeting of September 4th, 2025. Eligible voters, Mr. Mercer, Mr. Friedman, and myself. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from September 4th.
I'll second it.
Mr. Mercer and Mr. Friedman with the second. Roll call, please.
Mr. Friedman?
Yes.
Mr. Mercer?
Yes.
Chairman Huzzer?
Yes,
Motion carries.
thank you. Do we have any correspondence?
Yes, Gregory Vela, the attorney for case SP 1128 Links Waste and Recycling Center Solutions, asked that the application on tonight's agenda be carried to the March 19th, 2026 meeting with no further notice. Mr. Vela granted an extension of time through April 30th, 2026.
Thank you. Andy, do you want to make the official notice announcement on that, or do you want me to? I could. All right. So if you're here, as I announced prior to the meeting, if you're here for the Links Waste and Recycling Center Solutions, that's being carried to our first March meeting. What's the date on that?
March 19th.
Oh, it's our second March meeting, March 19th, 2026 at 7 p.m. in this room with no further notice. Is that it as far as correspondence?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Any resolutions?
No resolutions?
And no submission waivers?
Submission waivers.
Okay, so we have one application this evening. That's for case number SD 3025, Judah Berkowitz. It's a minor subdivision with ancillary variance relief. I met the young lady in the elevator on the way up, so I know she's here. Yeah, just make sure, it's up to you, you could sit there, that's a microphone, or stand, whatever you're more comfortable. Just make sure your voice is being heard, because we have no recording going on this evening.
Understood.
Thank you.
I'm loud.
Perfect. Andy, could you swear her in, please?
You swear that the testimony you give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
State your name for the record, spell your last, please.
Donna Bullock, Bullock.
Thank you.
For my credentials, I'm a...
You could sit down, there's a mic, like, right there, if that's comfortable for you.
Yeah, you can move that closer to you if that's better for you.
So for my credentials, I'm a New Jersey licensed professional engineer. I went to New Jersey Institute of Technology and received my bachelor's degree. I've been doing presentations in front of planning boards and zoning boards in mostly Monmouth and Middlesex counties for the past 25 years, 26 now, and my license is valid and current.
Thank you. We'll accept your credentials. Are you a sole proprietor, or do you work for a firm?
I work for Morgan Engineering
Okay.
as a project manager.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you. Okay.
All right.
Floor is yours.
So we have a property known as 47 Pinewood Road, Howell, Monmouth County. It's block 65.04, lot 17.04. It's located in the R2 residential zone. There is the single-family use is permitted in this zone. The existing lot is a 200 by 200 foot lot. It contains 20,000 square foot or 0.46 acres. So in the existing condition, it's an existing interior lot that's located on the east side of Pinewood Road, approximately 490 feet south of its intersection with Violet Circle. The property fronts a fully developed road with 30-foot wide pavement, curb, sidewalks along the entire frontage. The property is surrounded by residential use. The existing lot is currently developed with a split-level, 5-bedroom, single-family dwelling, in-ground pool with surrounding concrete, block walls, paved access drives, asphalt slab, and fence. The dwelling is serviced by an on-site septic system, which is located in the front yard, and a well which is located in the rear property. The property drains from the east to west. There's a high point located in the rear northeasterly property corner, and it drains overland to Pinewood Road to an existing inlet located in the easterly right-of-way of Pinewood Road. In the proposed condition, we plan to subdivide the lot into two conforming 100 by 100 foot lot. New lot 17.05 will continue to be used as a single-family home. The new lot 17.06 will be developed at a later date. What we intend on doing is remove all the existing structures on new lot 17.06, which includes the in-ground swimming pool, concrete, asphalt pad, fence. We plan on filing the plat in the county clerk's office. For the new development on lot 17.06, at that time of development, we will design an on-site septic system and a well on the property. We will add vinyl fence. Any vinyl fence that's added shall be in accordance with the zoning requirements. We will comply with residential site improvement standards. And what we have on our plan that was submitted shows a 16.5 foot wide roadway dedication. What I'd like to do is amend this portion to ask if we can have a easement instead of a dedication. If we keep it as an easement, it'll be, an easement will be to the town for road widening purposes, and it will allow the board to approve two conforming residential lots.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
just so you're aware, I spoke with Justin Yost, a township engineer, earlier today, and I think Andy was on the phone with me, and the township is fine with accepting it as an easement as opposed to dedication to ensure that the lots would remain conforming in size.
Great.
So, with that said, there's the engineer's review letter that I've touched on a few of the comments on. So basically, there is one existing bulk C variance with this application, and it's for a side yard setback to a deck, which is located on the new lot 17.05 where the existing dwelling is. That 20 feet setback, side yard setback is required, and we have an existing condition of 18.2 feet. As far as approvals by various agencies, from the Monmouth County Planning Board, we got a letter of exemption. From Soil Conservation District, we got an approval for the removal of the existing structures on the entire lot, pre-subdivision. The Farmers Advisory Committee had no comment. The Shade Tree Commission had no comment. And we do have a letter from the Monmouth County Health Department which denied the application because they want to see the location of the existing septic on the plan, and they want soil logs on the other lot to prove that it can be developed, as well as a layout to show that the project will work with the septic and well design and with the neighboring septics and wells that are on site, being in conformance with setback criteria. With that,
And are you okay with that condition?
for the Board of Health?
Yes.
Yes, very much okay with it.
Mr. Chair, if I could, this is relatively simple because it is a conforming minor subdivision with the accepting of the dedication as an easement. If it was done by way of formal dedication, the lots would be undersized. So hearing that it is fully conforming, one of my questions is you have structures that are required to be removed. What is the timing of that as it relates to the filing of the map?
Well, in my past experience, we would have to have that removed before the filing of the map. And it's a tight time frame, very tight.
So you agree to that? though?
I agree to that.
Okay.
Yes.
So, Mr. Chairman, that would be my only concern. You wouldn't want to effectuate a subdivision. We would end up with a pool without a principal structure on a lot. So as long as
Right.
they're going to remove those structures prior to the filing of the map, I take no issue. Outside of that, this is really a minor subdivision with no improvements at this time, other than removal of structures. The development of the vacant lot would be subject to a plot plan review when they come to develop that with a single-family home.
Okay. When do you plan on doing the new logs and everything for the septic?
We would have to get started, like, literally set up for the
ASAP.
logs when I get in the office tomorrow, if
Yeah.
this is approved.
Got it. Okay.
So there's no sidewalks or curbing to be discussed?
Sidewalks are there.
They're there
Yeah.
already? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So if anyone has any questions of me, I'll be happy to.
Anyone from the board, any questions about this one? Seeing none.
What's the second lot intended to be? Another
It's gonna be a
single family down the road?
house,
Okay.
but
They're not proposing anything at this time, so as Laura said, at such time that somebody wants to come in for that other lot, they would have to come in to the town for a plot plan.
Okay, sounds good.
And we'd also have to get the Board of Health approval with that one as well. So the soil logs are a good way to get that determined now, to show that a septic has the soils has the ability to handle a septic system as well.
Are there any other comments?
Okay. Donna, I'm going to open it up to the public. Does the public have any questions or comments? Please come up. Yeah, of course, come up. Please just state your name. For those that weren't here before, I know you just walked in, we're having some audio-visual problems today. So if you could just clearly speak into the microphone, state your name and your address, please.
Good evening.
Good evening.
James Pasentino. I live at 21 Poppy, which is directly behind the property in question.
Okay. I'm sorry, yeah. James
Passantino.
Can you spell that?
Passantino.
Thanks, James.
My main concern here is I think the entire project is premature because the health department issue is not with the septic. The septic system as it stands right now will be on the other lot. It's not going to be fully encased. The one that services the structure that's there now is presently on the lot that's going to be subdivided. And the issue that the health department had, not only with the soil samples, is that has to be moved because you cannot have a house being serviced by a septic system on another lot.
They would have to get, in order for, anything that this board does is going to be conditioned on Board of Health. So they would have to demonstrate that there's a septic system on the available, or an area available for septic on the lot where the house is. And the new lot would have the same issue.
Right.
So it's not premature. They're allowed to subdivide the lot, and they're allowed to move forward and seek permission from the county and the Board of Health to create a septic system on this lot. I mean, the zone that this lot is in is a 20,000 square foot lot. They're not creating undersized lots. So they would have to get permission from the Board of Health for a septic on this lot, and a permission from the Board of Health for a septic on that lot, which they're working through, which would be a condition of any action that this board took.
Right, before the subdivision is approved, though, I think they need to know if a septic...
So that's not how this works. They can come before the board for a subdivision. It would be conditioned upon getting that approval. If they don't get that approval, then the subdivision is not approved. But they don't have to wait.
If I could though, Donna, you show septic manholes specifically on the lot where the single-family home is.
Yes.
Can you
yes.
testify as to the location of the septic field? Is it in fact located on?
The septic field is straddling the new property line. Those septic tanks, that is the existing septic tank. It's a 1,300-gallon septic tank. And there's a lateral that comes out, and then it goes south, right past the driveway, and then that's the septic field that's there. I believe it's 27 by 42 or something. I did do an Oprah request, and I have the existing, or at least the design that was approved for the septic when it was installed.
And so as similarly with the existing structures, but as Jen was alluding to, then that septic system would have to be relocated before you perfected this subdivision.
It will, and prior to coming, I did a layout per the Board of Health. I showed the required setbacks for septics, wells, dwellings, and there is ample room to handle a five-bedroom home, a five-bedroom bedroom septic field within the front property of the existing dwelling. I am, at the time I get the soil logs for the new lot 17.06, I am also ordering new septic logs for the existing lot. And if there happens to be an issue with the soils in that area, then it may halt the project.
Yeah, so
I'm going to get soil logs like right away. Like,
Yeah, so
My
Mr.
main concern is that it was contingent upon
Understood.
the septics being contained in each lot individually.
Understood, yeah, understood.
So Mr. Chairman, as was testified to, and certainly I would recommend that that be a condition. It's typically
Absolutely.
our standard condition.
Yep.
But they won't be able to perfect the subdivision or create this new lot unless that is met.
That was my concern.
Okay,
Thank you.
thanks, James. Anyone else? Yes, sir. Come on up.
I live directly across the street.
Yeah, good evening. Just please state your name and your address. Right into the microphone, sir.
48 Pinewood Road.
And what's your name?
George DeFazio.
George, could you spell your last name, please?
D-I, capital F-A-Z-I-O.
Okay, George. Go ahead.
Okay, I lived there almost 40-some years, guys. All right, and like I told the News 12 lady when this incident happened, the only thing on this road you got to worry about is deer and speeding cars. And you've got them on Pinewood Road. God forbid if kids are out in that road there. I'm just saying, I've lived there. The septic field that's just been put in there, so what I gather, we're gonna have to put 3 in.
It would be 2.
Why is that?
One for one lot, one for the other lot.
What about the leach field that's on the 2 lots? Who's going to?
That's gonna be separated, one on one lot, one on another lot. There's not gonna be anything straddling anymore.
And sir, that would have to be decommissioned. So
Correct.
essentially, what'll happen is they have to relocate the septic system solely on the lot where the single-family home exists.
Right.
And then decommission the existing septic field, correct? Then they can effectuate the subdivision if the board acts favorably, and then at that time, there would be one septic system and then a second septic system on the new lot that is vacant under this proposal.
Okay, no problem. All right?
Yep.
Now, I know they had problems there when they were trying to sell that house a while ago with soil contamination in the backyard there. I don't know if it's ever been remedied or not. There was bad readings there. I don't know if you know that. There's an oil-
No, I do
there was-
not.
There was an oil tank behind that house at one time. All right?
Yep.
But I guess it's all right, eh?
Yeah, I mean, if there's any impacts, I mean, that would have to be remediated. It was an oil tank, you're saying?
It was an above-ground oil tank.
Above
there.
ground, okay,
Yes,
okay,
above there, back behind that main house there.
okay.
I know they had readings there, testing, all types of testing done for a while there, and then it became quiet.
If that was the case, I would imagine, I think the DEP has to issue a no further action letter when that's cleaned up, which you can FOIA that, I'm pretty sure.
I thought I'd bring it up to you.
No, appreciated. If there's an Donna, do you know if there's any open spill cases on this?
I do not.
Okay,
I do not know.
okay.
For what it's worth, in my experience, most buyers won't close on a house unless it's actually solved, and I know that house did sell,
It did sell, all right, but there was questions about it.
yeah.
So I would just suggest, Mr. Chair, if the board is going to act affirmatively on the
Condition.
subdivision, that we make a condition that there's
Absolutely.
a demonstration that there's no open
Yep,
remediation issues on the property.
yep, absolutely.
Also, the water there on the street. I was a little concerned about when they're building a house there, they're gonna raise the ground there, which in that term, I'm gonna get a lot more water in the street there.
So the plot plan will have to have a grading component to it, and the engineering department here in Town Hall would review the plot plan and the grading to make sure that there's no negative impact associated with runoff from the actual site onto adjoining properties. But that would be a plot plan issue, and as of right now, that's not subject of this application because there's no proposed development on that additional lot at this time. That would be a plot plan issue.
If I may, I did testify that the new plot plan for this lot, when it's developed, will have dry well system connected to all the roof leaders. So there'll be less running off the site in the developed condition.
What about the driveways?
The driveways will drain naturally on,
That's what I'm
onto the
saying.
property.
The plot plan will be reviewed by engineering for,
Because you get a lot of water there.
okay, so I'm gonna respectfully disagree that one house is gonna generate a ton of water, but I understand your concern, and that's why the plot plan review at engineering includes review of grading, to make sure that things are not sheeting off onto adjacent properties.
What about sidewalks?
There's a sidewalk there now, and this is a minor subdivision, and so they're not subject to fix the sidewalk. That's not required.
You're gonna have driveways there, right?
So, sir, what ends up happening is our ordinance is consistent with the RSIS, is consistent with state regulations. There's a definition for what a major development is. When you prompt a major development, there's certain stormwater standards that must be adhered to. If during the plot plan, this triggers that, they would be required to have detention, they required quality, quantity, and recharge for 2, 10, and 100-year storm events. Based upon my experience, a lot of this size for the development perspective isn't going to trigger that, so it's not going to be a major development. So providing the dry wells for the roof runoff, are you correct? Is there going to be an increase potentially in impervious coverage? I mean, they still have to remove the pool, the concrete around the pool. There's things that would get removed. But that would fall to our local code. So that is reviewed to make sure that there's no adverse impacts, but there's not going to be a trigger in most cases. There could be, but based upon my experience, a lot of the size will likely not be considered a major development under our ordinance as well as state standards. and then would just be subject to. So what you're hearing is they're going to recharge the roof runoff. They have to demonstrate that the soils would be suitable for that to
Yeah,
occur.
that's standard.
But there's nothing additional that's going to be prompted by the dry well. Based upon, me looking at the grade, and again, I know that they haven't submitted a plot plan. It does appear, as was indicated, that this grades towards the rear. I think they had indicated they're going to direct towards Pinewood Road. That level of detail would be reviewed with part of the plot plan. But in my experience, this isn't going to trigger a major stormwater development.
All right, now, this subdivision, is this happening a lot in Howell now? Where you got 1 acre lots and you could divide it up?
I will say, yes, in areas where the lots being subdivided are conforming. I can tell you, hands down, that this board has not approved subdivisions of this nature that create non-conforming lots in terms of area. We've seen a number of them, and this board has consistently denied it.
Okay.
This is a conforming subdivision, so it's a different scenario, but in areas where, in instances where we've seen minor subdivisions, where the lot sizes of the two remaining lots are undersized, this board has consistently said no. Because this subdivision, and I don't really know why I'm answering to the public that aren't up here, because we're not really, you can't really do that. This is a conforming subdivision. It's a 40,000 square foot lot in a 20,000 square foot zone, creating two 20,000 square foot lots. It's conforming.
Okay, all right. I just don't want to have that whole neighborhood built up with houses.
I get it, this is one extra house on an oversized lot.
2 extra houses.
No, one.
Well, they're going to be.
The existing, no, you're incorrect. The one house is existing, and it's remaining.
I know.
So it's one extra house.
Right now.
I don't understand how it could be right
All right,
now.
I'm going to put it into this. George, do you have anything else?
No, thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Anyone else? Yeah, come on, sir. Good evening. If you could just state your name and address, please.
Sure. Good evening. My name is Tyler McLean, I'm a resident at 19 Poppy Lane.
You said Tyler?
Tyler. Wiley R.
And your last name?
McLean, MCCO-AIN.
All right, thank you, Tyler.
My my lot actually is directly behind it. It's lot number 5. So I have a question to you, Ms. Bullock.
Yes.
You indicated that prior to getting approval, that the swimming pool would be removed and also the pavement patio that's there.
That's correct.
So do I can't say if you have a definite time frame. My only concern is, prior to Mr. Berkowitz taking possession of the property, the house has sat abandoned for many years. So when he took possession, the pool was refurbished by the previous buyer. And I believe last summer, I had several complaints with the town with regards to code violations, of some of which I still believe have not been cleared. So if they were going to take this out, do you have any idea about how soon it would happen? Because I don't want to live another however many years behind this house with this pool towards the condition it was in when it was actually fixed, but it was not used. And I had come to the town on multiple occasions.
Well, it's a condition that it's got to come out,
Yeah,
correct?
and just to answer your question, sir, when you have a minor subdivision, you have 190 days to perfect it.
Okay.
So if the board were to act favorably, there would be a resolution memorializing it. Essentially, from that date, there's 190 days. What they've committed to is that this would occur within that time frame.
100, okay, and do we do?
Now, sir, I do just want to, we do have instances where there's extenuating circumstances where an applicant may seek an extension of time, but under a typical course for a minor subdivision, there's 190 days to perfect it. What was agreed to on the record is that existing structures would be removed prior to that, as well as resolution of the septic system.
Okay. Okay, do we know that it has anything to do with this, or have all of the code violations been cleared as of today?
So essentially, the planning board isn't privy to the code
Okay.
enforcement violations.
Okay.
I do recommend you follow up with code enforcement on that.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it's not a document
That you-
we get as part of
Okay.
our review.
All right. Okay, thank you.
And if you want a moment, if you could look at the plan?
I have a copy here.
Oh, you do?
Yes, I do.
So you can see that I have put
be
in
removed.
gray what's going to be removed,
Correct.
so they'll be taken away, and then this house will remain, and then we'll take care of the septic fields as well. So yes, you have a copy of the plan. That shows you what's getting taken out.
Okay, all right.
Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But it's not developed yet.
If I may approach again?
You may?
I just want to give the board some information.
Sure.
With regards to the oil
Of course.
because I was actually involved in the civil litigation that was going on with regards to that.
Okay.
And I don't know if the no further action letter was ever issued by the EPA.
Well, I could tell you this, there's no open case with the DEP.
But there were sample wells throughout the property.
Okay.
Because there was contamination found close to the house in the rear and also in the front where the oil fill-up was.
Okay.
Now, like I said, I was involved in the civil litigation that was going on, so I know the EPA was involved and there were some sample wells. So just the board needs to make sure that that's been closed and that there's no other issues. I don't think they thought at one point there was an underground tank, but I don't think they found anything. But there was contamination found on the property.
Can I ask you?
Yes.
How long ago is this?
This is probably about 8 years ago.
8 years ago.
Maybe 8 years.
So
Okay, I
guys,
just needed-
I'm just going to let you know that our chairman here is an LSRP. So if he says there's no open cases, he's probably
Yeah.
the most knowledgeable of all of us.
I don't even see a spill case, sir.
Yeah.
So-
Well, there was definitely, like I said, I know the EPA
Just,
sample
well, the
wells.
EPA wasn't involved, I can tell you that right now.
New Jersey Department of
The
Environment.
DEP was involved.
DEP, I'm sorry,
Right.
DEP was involved.
And I'm looking right now, and there is no site remediation program identification number identified with this
But I
property.
think once they found out there wasn't a buried well, a buried tank, that they wrapped it up. I know there was some contamination.
Yeah, so the way this works, and it's not to go down a rabbit hole here, this is an unregulated tank, right? It was probably a heating oil tank, which
It
is
was.
unregulated by the DEP. Doesn't require a person with my license to close it. They could have put 800 holes in and wells in. If they didn't find any impacts above the state standard, there was no reason to call a spill number in. There's no spill number attached to this site. So there could have been investigation done, but there's nothing on this property nor anything around this property that indicates that there was a release of oil to the
I know
subsurface.
I said there was an open investigation, they did sample wells. I just
Yeah.
wanted to give the board the information.
Understood, appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Yes, sir, come on. If you could just state your name and address, please.
Sure. Douglas Lloyd, 17 Poppy Lane.
Hi, Douglas, how are you today?
I live right directly behind the property.
Okay.
I guess my first question is the rationale for giving an easement versus reducing the size of the lot.
Sure, Jen, could you chime in on that, please?
So there's a half width associated with the roadway, and there's a requirement to provide the opportunity for the town in the event that they need to widen the road. It could be done by dedication or by easement. I spoke to the township engineer today. They have issued this as an easement multiple times, like specifically in Freewood
Freewood
Acres,
Acres.
honestly. This is not an unusual occurrence. And so this is something that he was perfectly comfortable doing, and therefore, it's two conforming lots. We're going to add one additional house to the neighborhood on a 20,000 square foot lot, which is conforming under the ordinance.
And then my follow-up question is the removal of the pool and the structures back there. I guess I'm not clear as to when is this time frame.
So she said multiple times, within 190 days
So that it has to
From the
be-
data resolution.
from the date of resolution.
So once the board approves it, it's 100.
No,
The
the-
resolution could be next meeting,
Right.
so it would be 190 days from the first week in February.
Okay, and then removal means it's a flat piece of ground.
Correct.
Not piles of debris.
Well, no, we're not requiring them to take the stuff off the site, but they have to remove the pool, meaning fill it in and remove the structure. That will be done, and then when they submit to perfect the subdivision, those structures will not be there. It may take them a little while longer to remove the debris. I would say we should maybe include it in our conditions, give them 3 months to remove any outstanding debris from the time of resolution, and therefore, well, that's 180 days anyway, right? So
180 days is 6 months.
That's 6
6
months.
months. So,
Yeah, 3 months may be too close.
I'm sorry, so 6 months,
Yes.
they have to remove the structures and go from there. But there may be some concrete debris left on the site for a couple of months, but that's gonna have to be removed before anything happens in terms of the additional lot, what have you. But, yeah, they have 190 days to remove those things.
Thank you. Anyone else? Come on up again, George.
Now that I think about it,
Okay,
where that pool is,
yeah.
where it drops off, you're talking about 10, 12 foot. It's on a slope like that,
Okay.
all right? Is that, how are you gonna fill that in? I mean, that's gonna be,
Well, there's a retaining wall on the site that's going to remain.
what retaining wall?
This retaining wall that is in back of the existing home, and that retains the upland fill.
Okay,
So,
we're talking here.
right, so when we remove this, this is all, one side of the elevation is 132, the other side is 131. So there's a 1-foot differential between the extreme sides from the pool and the concrete from left to right.
What about
That's-
from the
but-
east to west?
But, and again, from east to west, we have 131 down to 131. It's flat. So this whole entire area will be excavated, it will be filled back in, and it will go back to the existing elevations that we see here. And we will do the same with the asphalt pad. The asphalt pad is all the same elevation. When we bring that up, when we remove the asphalt pad, that too will just be graded over with some fill, and it will be left as
It
is.
looks different from where that pool is, because it looks like it's a hill there. All right? I'm
Yeah,
just-
there's retaining walls in the back. I could see how you could see that as it being higher in the back, sure.
Because of the pool there.
Right, so the pool elevations are flat, 130, it goes from 131 to 132. So for this whole length of this pool, which happens to be 90 feet,
Okay.
that whole 90 feet is 1 foot change in grade.
Now, other thing.
You got to go on the microphone, George.
Oh, I'm
Please,
sorry.
it's okay.
Where, you got a, where this property line,
On the microphone, George.
oh, sorry.
It's all right,
Where
buddy.
that property line is,
Yeah.
there's supposed to be a buffer zone there, right?
No,
Oh, yes.
No.
No.
They're not,
It's supposed to have been left natural.
There's no conservation easement or any kind of buffer easement on this property. If that was supposed to happen, it did not happen. We are where we are. There is no 50-foot dedication, buffer, what have you.
Natural. Wood lines and the whole bit. In
So-
30 years, it was all taken.
So I understand that that's what your position is, but there is no requirement for
Right.
that.
Sorry. Have a good one.
you too, George, thank you. Yeah, come on, sir. Donna, can I make a recommendation? We might have an ordinance in this town, but as far as when you remove the pool,
yes,
do we have an ordinance about certified clean fill on residential sites? We do. It's got to be certified clean fill, make sure there's no,
certainly,
Okay.
whatever's required,
Yeah,
definitely.
okay.
And we're not going to leave anything behind. When we go in to excavate the pool and its debris will be removed at one action. SCD asked us to put up silt fence and a tracking pad.
Beautiful.
And everything for this entire removal. So once the items are being demoed, we're going to take it off-site, where it's not going to sit.
okay. Yeah, I just want the certified clean fill and just make sure it's geotechnically sound with what the soil conditions are there now.
Okay,
You know?
certainly.
Thank you. Sir, could you please state your name and your address?
Hi, Giles Zimmerman, 15 Violet Circle, right around the corner of the proposal here. Been a resident here in Howell for 27 years. I guess I have more of a little bit of quick commentary. So a resident comes in, buys the existing home, and they see there's a large lot there, and their plan is, well, I'll buy it, and I'm going to subdivide it, or divide it, subdivide, whatever the word is. So that doesn't preserve the lifestyle of Howell, of living here. There's been a lot of building, overgrowth, in my opinion, after 27 years. It's not benefiting the community by him splitting up his property, building another home. Right now, he's going to put another single home. After he gets approval tonight, what's to say 6 months from now when he gets the land clear and the pool's removed and it's, everything is clean, he's going to say, well, you know what? Maybe I don't want to maybe I want to put a two-family house there. Is that
That's not
possible?
You can't do that.
That's
Is
not
that
permitted.
possible? I'm
No.
just saying, is that possible?
No.
I'm asking a question as a citizen.
I
Don't put me down
understand,
like
but that's
that.
not permitted, and that would not be possible.
Is it not possible?
No, it's not possible.
Why?
Zoning doesn't.
It's not permitted.
Zoning,
It's
the
not
zoning
permitted.
code.
It's not a permitted use. It's a single-family zone, 20,000 square feet.
No, I will keep an eye on this property, and I
Okay.
will see what happens. It happens in other towns. It's happened all around Howell, and I think
Well, if it
properties are
does,
getting
you should
smaller.
If it
Contact
does
code
happen, you should,
enforcement.
yes, you should contact code enforcement, because
And
that's
the-
not permitted.
I'm trying to protect the lifestyle and the way of life that Howell has, and it's slowly, not even slowly anymore, it's gradually slipping away. Another house, someone has to take a stand somewhere and say, no, let's keep things the way they are. It's a quiet street, semi-quiet street. It's just a shame that the nature of the town is changing so rapidly and not in a good way. After 27 years, I'm very disappointed, and you know, it's just getting to be too much, overcrowded. I don't think it's necessary. The owners that move in obviously had it in their mind, we'll buy this house a year later, we're going to divide it, we're going to put more people in the neighborhood, we'll put more people in the school system, if they go to the schools, whatever the situation may or may not be. It's just a board like you, the committee like this, the planning, the zoning board, is to protect all the other citizens, not just new people moving in or businesses. We want to sustain the life that we have here, you know, knowing our neighbors. It's not just, can we squeeze another person in on the approved 10,000 square foot lot, whatever it is. It's about preserving a way of life, and it's slowly slipping away. Don't let it happen like other developments in other towns in the area of New Jersey. This is the problem with New Jersey right now. It's just not a good situation. I don't feel proud knowing that a house will be put here, a house will be put there, just because supposedly it's, you know, it's not growth, it's not positive growth. And I'm very disappointed in everything. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, Mr. Chair, I just want to make the record very clear. The site is in, this is not addressing of you. We're, this is addressing them, so we're not going to go back and forth.
No, we don't have to.
No. So, the site is in the R2 zone. That's a 20,000 square foot zone.
I understand.
The site is 40,000 square feet.
Maybe that should be changed.
So, at the end of the day, a subdivision of creating two 20,000 square foot lots is allowed under the zoning. The zoning is not requiring things to stay as is because it is saying it's a 20,000 square foot zone, and this property owner owns 40,000 square feet. The subdivision is conforming. So I just want to make that abundantly clear. This is not a use variance issue. This is not a zoning board issue where someone's trying to put something that's not permitted. It's a minor subdivision conforming, allowing one additional single-family house. Nothing else is permitted on that property. So if anything else happens there, that's a code enforcement issue, it's a zoning violation, it is not allowed.
No, understood. And while I appreciate you coming up and voicing your concerns, I just want to make it abundantly clear. Ron used to do a very nice job of this, of what this planning board does and can and cannot do. We're not here to like applications. We're not here to dislike applications, whatever you may or may not believe, whatever the social media keyboard warriors want to think we do. We're here to look at applications objectively and see if they conform to the municipal land use law, period, okay? We're not here to say we like it, we're not here to say we don't like it. I'm sure every one of us up here have voted for things that we don't like, and if comes to in front of the planning board and the people put on a good application and it's in conformance, we don't have the right to deny that application. In this instance, this person is not doing anything wrong. Like it or hate it, this is a conforming application. If you have other issues outside of our jurisdiction, this is not where you voice your concerns. You take it to the town council. And listen, I'm a person, I've sat up here a long time. I love that the public shows up to planning board meetings. I wish more people like yourselves come and have conversations with these applicants. I think it's a very good thing to have an open dialogue in this township. But I just want those folks to know what we can and cannot do. George, third time's a charm, my friend.
Just pop in.
Not a problem.
On this property, prior to Mr. Berkowitz, the rumor has it
Well, if it's a rumor, I don't want to hear it, George.
that this property was tried to subdivide it before and it was denied. Is there any truth in that?
I haven't seen an application to that effect.
I mean, I've been up here close to 10 years, and I don't recognize this property so if, maybe in the 90s, in the early 2000s, I don't.
Years ago.
No. A few years ago? No.
Oh, by the way, that oil tank was above ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still unregulated. I don't, Jen, Laura, I mean, this doesn't ring a bell to me.
Somebody had said something.
No.
That also would have come up in the application.
Yeah, of course, yeah, that's true.
There was records of a prior.
Yeah, we would have had something on the record about this.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, George. Yeah, of course, sir, come on up. Take your time. We don't need anybody pulling a hammy.
In response to your comment about, everybody wants to be treated fairly. Okay, so upon me doing my due diligence, and me primarily being directly affected by this.
Of course.
I understand that prior to all of us residents that live there now, that land was farmland or it was woods. So pretty much, at some point, what's happening here tonight, 29 years ago, 27 years ago, had to happen, where the planning board had to come to an agreement to subdivide where we are now, the current, where those houses were not, where we live. So I'm not saying that Mr. Berkowitz is not allowed to do whatever he wants on his property. That's not my concern. I personally, excuse me, am out of several $1,000s of my personal money since he took possession of the property. And I have documents about a fencing and on the map that you show here, where he wasn't sure where the property line was. So let's be clear, I'm not here to make arguments about what he can or cannot do.
Understood.
And I don't think it's fair how I don't know her name, how she's addressing us as tax-paying citizens here. I think her demeanor is a little bit offensive when we ask questions, and the response is a little harsh. So it's not, we're just trying to see what's right, what's fair.
Understood.
So it's not, like I said, I can't tell him what or what not to do.
Yep.
But however, I have encountered a lot of issues since he's taken possession of the property.
Yeah, and sir, I get it. I completely understand where you're coming from. I wish the planning board here could do something for you, but quite honestly, I think you need to take this to an elevated matter within the town.
But when you say go to the code department, code enforcement.
Yes.
Which I have been. I met with Don Aguirre. With McGreer. Okay, he came out and he saw several things that was wrong, which I know still haven't been addressed. So when you say go to the town, to the code enforcement, and nothing is done.
When was the last time you had correspondence with him?
Probably this past, well, he's out sick now. So I know he's out ill, so I haven't. Once I brought it to his attention, he came out the next day.
Yep.
And they were issued, code of summons is issued.
And how long ago was that?
Probably last summer.
Okay.
So whether or not they're all closed, I know for a fact that some of them can't be, because some of the things that should have been addressed has not been addressed.
Mr. Chairman, may I
recommendation, and
Yeah,
our
Laura.
attorney will tell me if I'm wrong, but if the board were to act favorably, couldn't we impose a condition to ensure that all code enforcement violations have been rectified?
Well, that was my question before, Andy.
Don't they have to do that to perfect the?
Isn't that a condition regardless, though?
It should be, but I don't know that we don't always know, right? So since we're hearing, since we're hearing testimony that we've had open issues and we've had dialogue.
I agree.
I think especially,
In my personal
No,
photo.
I believe everything you're saying. I believe everything you're saying.
Maybe we could just confirm with the applicant.
Donna, would that be
representative.
as far as, of course, none of us here know the extent of these code enforcement violations, but would you, or perhaps discuss with your client that another condition of approval will be closure of these code enforcement violations?
Certainly, I would be glad to, and I'm sure that whatever it takes to make it right, he will do that.
Okay,
Thank you.
we'll put that as a
So-
condition.
How would we know
So
that?
what you're going to hear is that, so we're going to put that in the resolution. So as a condition of approval, they're going to have to abate all code violations.
Okay.
Okay, so they won't be able to proceed with to perfect this, they're going to have to deal with all code stuff.
and sir, what happens on minor subdivisions, typically when an application's approved, it's reviewed for what's called resolution compliance by the board professionals. Minor subdivisions, because of the tighter time frame to file those maps, it's actually done by the in-house engineering department.
Okay.
So that's the entity that you're going to want to follow up on to ensure, hey, I know if the board acted favorably, I know there was a condition, and you should see, one, that everything be rectified.
Back to the engineering department here at the
That is
township.
correct. The
Okay.
in-house engineering department will review the subsequent documentation to ensure compliance with the action taken by this board.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank
This
you.
will actually, hopefully, the result of this process will result in the property coming into compliance because the applicant wants to improve the property.
Yeah,
So that will hopefully, assuage your and your neighbor's concerns.
Okay. I'm going to stop at that because I don't want this to be drawn out. But it's, like I said, there's a lot of things that are being said here that are not true. I have documents, proof, and pictures that support what I'm saying as far as what was discussed here, but I'm not going to get into that. That's not my position right now. I just
Okay.
want to make it be clear what I just mentioned. That
yeah, one of our members has, Mr. Kimball.
Yeah, okay. Just to, put on record that the demolition permits are required for as far as the buildings go from the building department. So I think
the what?
the building department is going to require demolition permits.
Okay.
For the pool, for the different buildings.
Yes.
And that should take care of that part. But that actually should also take apart your concerns with your violations. If these pools and these violations for the pool are going to go away with the demolitions, I don't think we need to put a condition on that.
Well, you say you don't need to put a condition on it, but there is such thing as codes and code enforcement, correct?
Yes.
So if I bring it to the township, the code department, and prove to them that there's violations, but it hasn't been rectified, you guys, the township has the rules and the codes established, not me. So if I bring it to your attention
Jen, just
and it's not corrected, what is that?
Are these violations directly related to the pool?
Yes,
Fencing?
but the pool's gonna be gone now.
That's what I'm saying. And
Yeah, I
that
get
that should
that. The
rectify
pool's
your
gonna be
problems
gone.
with code
Okay.
enforcement. There's going to be a trail for, paperwork trail for UCC permits to demo the pool, and that should take care of, could actually abate your violations through your code enforcement.
Mr. Kimball or Mr. Greenfield, is there electronic record of open code violations in Howell Township for the public to see?
You'd have to do that by way of Oprah.
Oprah, yes.
There's not, there's no, just Oprah?
You'd
There's
have to
no-
submit an Oprah because you don't own that property, so you'd have to
Got it.
submit an Oprah document.
Okay. I know some towns, you type in block lot, and it'll boom, boom, open violations. I don't know if
Sometimes
Howell-
through the spatial process, I don't know that Howell operates on
Yeah.
spatial. I'm familiar with that in other towns.
Okay.
I do know what you're talking about. You could see some violations.
Yeah.
But realistically, the best, and I think, approach is an Oprah.
Okay. Well, sir, I appreciate your time, and thank you. And I would certainly, if you had no correspondence with code enforcement since summer 2025, maybe poke the bear a little bit. Can't hurt. Listen, I can understand you're probably frustrated at this point, but,
not only frustrated, but like I said, I'm out of several $1,000s.
Yeah. Well, this is free. Just poking the bear is free, so, you know. All right, thank you. Anyone else? George?
I know.
Come on down.
Now, they're gonna build your septic tanks, 2 of them. You're gonna have to rebuild them. Now you're gonna put in 2 new wells, right?
Well, my understanding is, this is my understanding, and I think I have it right. There's an existing septic. They're going to have to decommission that septic, and then put a new septic toward the existing house with the well that's going to not move, correct?
Correct.
And then for the new lot, they're going to have to put in new septic and a new well.
Yeah, but your well's gotta be 100 foot from your.
That's all Board of Health. That's Monmouth County Board of Health.
Am I right?
You are right. You are 100% right.
Mr. Chair?
But that's Monmouth County Board of Health.
Okay.
That's not Planning Board.
Just because I had a new well put in.
Yep.
Been through it.
Understood.
All right, thank you.
If I may, just for clarity for the public, if the Board of Health declares that they can't move forward because a septic system and a well will not fit on the property and they deny it, that condition of approval means that the property will not go further through with this subdivision. Like, just so everyone's understanding that. All right, thank you.
Anyone else? George, you good? All right, buddy. All right, I'm going to close the public portion. Donna, do you have any closing remarks this evening?
Thank you for hearing the one and only.
No, of course. Thank you.
Feel honored.
No, absolutely. Thank you very much. Any planning board members have any final questions? Laura, Jen, do you have anything else? Okay. Members of the public, thank you very much for coming out. Again, I like when the public comes and asks questions, and all of them were good. Okay, at this time, I will entertain a motion. It's either going to be a motion of approval or a motion of denial. A motion of approval will include several conditions, including the well logs, let's call them the geotechnical logs for the septic and the well, I guess, on the new lot. The closure of code enforcement violations that are open, and I guess that's it, right?
The removal of the existing improvements within a certain period.
Well, Donna said that you were gonna do that, like, as the pool was demoed, you were hauling it right
Yes.
away, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And the other condition would be their easements now and not a dedication.
Easement, not a dedication, correct. Okay, so I will entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve.
With all conditions?
With all conditions.
Mr. Mercer with the motion, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Mr. Carbonic. Roll call, please.
Mr. Friedman?
Yes.
Mr. Gimbel?
Yes.
Mr. Greenfield?
Yes.
Mr. Carbonic?
Yes.
Mr. Mercer?
Yes.
Councilman Rubel?
Yes.
Mr. Wetko?
Yes.
Ms. Core?
Yes.
Chairman Huzzer?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you very
Okay.
much.
Thank you, Donna. Any master plan update? Jennifer, Christopher?
So we had a very brief master plan subcommittee meeting prior to this meeting, and we are going to be looking at certain sections of town and the existing zoning and whether or not we want to make some recommendations to modify the zoning in certain sections of town. So we are going to be continuously working. There's nothing that this board has to take action on. I would say we're going to be, that's for the February meeting. We'll probably have April, May, like a report back based on what we're doing. And then at some point, we're looking to do a re-exam to implement whatever zoning changes that the committee is looking to implement. Or looking to recommend to the governing body.
Good. Love it. I don't think, Andy, there's no reason for executive session at this time?
None tonight.
Okay. All right. I will entertain a motion to adjourn at 8:01.
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Rebel. Do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Mercer? Thank you, everybody.
Take it.